Assalamu alaikum, my dear student, how are you? Hope you are well. This is Muhammad Ashraful Islam, lecturer, Department of Physics, Milestone College. I wish you success and good health. This is your first class in physics. This class was supposed to held in the classroom, but due to the COVID-19, we have to take the class online instead of the classroom. Since this is your first class, so before starting the class, I would like to say something physics department and Milestone College. Let's start with coronavirus. You all know we are passing very critical time at the outbreak of the COVID-19. Stay safe, stay home. Do not go outside the house unless any necessary. If it is emergency to go outside the house, so maintain the social distance in everywhere. Follow the rules and instruction of the health ministry. When you come back to your house, then wash your hand frequently by the soap within 20 seconds. In order to protect yourself from COVID-19, you have to build up the strong immunity system so that you have to eat greens, vegetable and foods contained with vitamin C. Surely all of you are expecting the good result in SSC. The importance of physics in your desired result is immeasurable. If you want to score A+ in SSC, then it is almost mandatory to get A+ in physics also, cause it is nearly impossible to get your obtained result without paying extra attention of physics. In order to achieve the best result, our department prepared the lesson plan from the very beginning, focus on knowledge based, comprehensive based, application based, higher ability based and MCQ question. I think you have chosen the right college. The reason behind our success is the implication of our chain of command. I don't think any other colleges in Bangladesh who will provide you subject teacher, form master, subject in charge, coordinator, chief coordinator, vice principal, principal, advisor and chairman. We have most active, dynamic and academic panel compared to the other colleges. Milestone College is the best in co-curriculum activities also. We will provide you the biggest platform to enhance your hidden talent. We have BNCC, Scout, Girls Guide, Debating Club, Language Club, Science Club, Cultural Club, Sports Club. All these co-curriculum activities will bring in the best out of you. Milestone College have several self-reliant physics lab, chemistry lab, biology lab, ICT lab, agriculture lab, home science lab, physical education and career education lab. My dear student, our motto is lead and learn. You have to dream and make it true. The shining example making dream come out true, our honorable advisor, retired Colonel Nur Nabi sir. He dreamed and embodiment that dream is our Milestone College. A dream cannot come out true without any magic. It takes sweat, determination and hard work. When Barack Obama became the president of United States of America, some American could not accept that fact. They began search the secret behind the success. They went his school and found a copy where Barack Obama's teacher said to the Barack Obama, "What do you want to when you grow up?" In response, Barack Obama said, "I want to become the president of United States of America." This dream brought him to the brink of the success. Now you all are the members of Milestone family, so I would like to inform you that Milestone College was recognized best educational institution by the Dhaka Education Board in 2008. Last year in National Education Week 2019, we have achieved the pride of being the best educational institution at the police station level. I also inform you that Milestone students are studying renowned university in Bangladesh and abroad. Now I am going to discuss the main topic of our today's class. Today I am going to discuss physics first paper, second chapter. The topic is vector. I will discuss the basic of vector. You know, the quantity which is measurable in physical world is called physical quantity. Suppose you want to measure the length of the marker. You can measure the length of the marker by the meter scale. So, the length is a physical quantity. Similarly, mass is also measurable. So, mass is also physical quantity. On the basis of position and significance, physical quantity are two types. Number one, fundamental quantity. And number two, derived quantity. Let's see what is the fundamental quantity. Fundamental quantity means the quantity which is independent and which does not depend on other quantity, that is called fundamental quantity. Suppose if you calculate the mass of the marker, so mass of the marker is a fundamental quantity because there is no need any other quantity to measure the mass of the marker. Similarly, length, time, temperature, luminous intensity, amount of substance, all are the fundamental quantity. So, we know there are 7 fundamental quantity and they are length, which unit is meter. Number 2, mass, which unit is kg. Number 3, time, which unit is second. And number 4, electric current, which unit is ampere. Number 5, temperature, which unit is Kelvin. Number 6, amount of substance, amount of substance, which unit is mole. And at last, luminous intensity, now derived quantity, the quantity which depends on two or more fundamental quantity is called derived quantity. That means derived quantity is not independent, it is dependent, it is depends on fundamental quantity. Example of derived quantity is velocity, acceleration, force, work. Actually, out of that 7 fundamental quantity, all the physical quantity are derived quantity. Let's see why the acceleration is a derived quantity. We know acceleration equal to the change of velocity divided by time. Change of velocity divided by time. And if we denoted change of velocity is v and time is t, here you can see velocity is a derived quantity. If we divide the velocity, then we will get displacement by time. That means s divided by t square. So we can write here acceleration depends on displacement and time. That is why we can say acceleration is a derived quantity. Hope you have understand. And there are two types of physical quantity. The one is scalar quantity and another is vector quantity. So what is scalar quantity? The quantity which has only magnitude but no direction is called a scalar quantity. Suppose the length of a marker is a scalar quantity because there is no need to direction to fully express that quantity. Similarly, length, mass, time, distance, speed, work done, all are the scalar quantity. Now, vector quantity. The quantity which has both magnitude and direction are need when you want to express fully that quantity is called vector quantity. The displacement is a vector quantity because if you want to measure the displacement of a body, then you have to need magnitude and direction also. So we can say displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, electric intensity, all are the vector quantity. Let's see the another example of vector quantity. Suppose a person starts move from that point A and in that way he reaches at point D. So the shortest distance from point A to B is this. Suppose a B point is 20 meter away from point B. So if you want to calculate the displacement of the person, so we have to need magnitude and the direction. Magnitude is here 20 meter and the direction is from A to B. That is why we can say the displacement of the person is a vector quantity. Let's see another example of vector quantity and scalar quantity. Many of you have a common mistake, that is electric current is a vector quantity. But electric current is not a vector quantity, electric current is a scalar quantity. Suppose this is the positive end, this is the negative end. You know the positive end is a high voltage and negative end has low voltage, and current always flow high voltage to the low voltage. The positive ends of the cell contain the high voltage and the negative end has low voltage, and current always flow high voltage to the low voltage. Suppose the electromotive force of that cell is 12 volt. So in positive ends we will get 12 volt, in negative end we will get 0 volt. And you know the current always flow high voltage to the low voltage. So the direction of current will flow high voltage to low voltage, that means positive ends of the cell to the negative end. So current always flow that direction. So if you want to calculate the 5 ampere current, 5 ampere current means it will travel from point positive ends to the negative ends. So there is no need to direction if you want to express the current. It is only need magnitude. So we can say electric current is a scalar quantity, not vector quantity. Now a vector quantity is expressed in 4 ways. Number 1, a vector quantity is expressed by putting an arrow sign over the letter, and the magnitude of the vector is expressed by placing two vertical lines across the letter, or normally it is expressed only by the letter. That is, if the quantity is A, so we can write the vector form of the quantity by placing the arrow over the letter, and its magnitude will be two vertical line across the letter or only by the letter. This is the magnitude of the vector. Number 2, vector quantity is expressed by placing a line over the letter, and the magnitude of the vector is represented by placing two vertical lines across the letter. That is a line putting over the letter, and its magnitude we can write here two vertical lines across the letter. This is the magnitude of the vector A. And number 3, vector quantity can be represented by placing a line under a letter, and its magnitude is represented by placing two vertical lines across the letter. Suppose this is a quantity, and if you express the quantity in vector form, so we can put a line below the letter and its magnitude we can write in that way, putting two vertical lines. And number 4, vector quantity can be expressed by the bold letter. So we can write here the vector quantity by bold. This is also represent the vector quantity. So among the 4 rules, the first rule is more convenient. Now let's have a look the vector representation. How we represent a formula in vector form. Let's see the formula of force. We know formula of force is F equal to ma. Here F is the force which is a vector quantity, m is the mass which is scalar quantity, and a is the acceleration which is also vector quantity. So if we represent the formula in vector form, so we have to write vector arrow line over the, we have to put the arrow line over the vector F and A. Now if you want to represent the formula of torque, we know formula of torque tau equals to R cross F. Here tau is a vector quantity, radius vector is also vector quantity, and force is also vector quantity. So we'll put arrow over all the quantities. This is the vector product. Now the formula of work done, we know work done W equal to Fs. Here a force is a vector quantity and displacement is also vector quantity, but work is not vector quantity, work is a scalar quantity. This is the scalar product. Due to the scalar product of two vector, we get a scalar quantity. So we'll put arrow over force and displacement. That's all for today. I hope this class will help you the better study at your home. Thank you for being with me.